Welcome learners. This video titled Great Andamanis of Strait Island 3 is the concluding video about the life and culture of the Great Andamanis. We will be discussing about the social organization of the tribe, economic organization, political organization, religious organization, position of women, culture contact and change.
Under social organization of the tribe, we will highlight about the following sub-themes. 1. Tribes and sub-tribes. 2. Marriage rituals. 3. Death rituals.
According to Radcliffe Brown in the year 1948, the Great Andamanis earlier comprised of 10 different tribes, namely Kat, Bo, Jeru, Khede, Puchiwar, Bhale, Bia, Kol, Juvoy and Kora. Each of these tribes was said to be further divided into two subgroups, namely Aryoto, coastal people, which means, and Iram Taga, forest dwellers. According to Singh, however, in 1981, there were only 3 tribes left, namely Heru, Kari and Bo.
Marriage rituals.
In Singh's view, group exogamy was strictly observed prior to their permanent settlement in the Strait Island in 1970. However, now the population has considerably decreased and hence the group exogamy is no more in practice. In the past, a boy and a girl with the same name could not marry even though they were no blood relations. The post-marital residence now is neo-local. There is a practice of divorce and remarriage. However, on account of small number, now there is a decrease in the incidence of divorce. There is a practice of arranged marriage by the elders without the consent of the bride or the bridegroom because the choice is limited. There are strict rules about the monogamy and nucleotide family is common. The inheritance is in the name of the person bearing the name of the deceased. During the marriage ritual, the bridegroom in the presence of the people is made to sit on the lap of the bride and both of them embrace each other. When invitees came to meet them on social occasions in 1981, they offered them tea along with turtle meat and the traditional eatable items. The exchange of garlands by the bride and bridegroom during a marriage is a recent phenomenon among the Great Andamanis.
Death rituals.
The Great Andamanis are believed to bury their dead along with the personal belongings at a place adjacent to the settlement. This practice is a manifestation of their belief in the life after death. In their worldview, the body dies but the soul continues to live. There is no period of death pollution. This period may last from 1 month to a year. On the last day of pollution, they hunt a turtle and arrange a feast.
Economic organization.
The Great Andamanis still belong to the hunting, gathering and fishing economy. However, it is observed that it is no more in the traditional form. They collect firewood and edible items. Some of them are now employed as salaried staff in government nurseries, health centers and other sectors. They also make use of the plantation and horticulture facilities provided by the government.
Political organization.
It is observed that since the population of the Great Andamanis has declined, the traditional political organization has also ceased to exist. The oldest person in the community is selected as the chief. The next senior person is the vice chief. These two persons are the mediators between the people and the administration. They also coordinate the social affairs of the community.
Religious organization.
The Great Andamanis follow the traditional religion according to the Singh. They worship a deity called Biliku and have special sacrificial ritual during birth, marriage and adolescence ceremonies. Now, it is observed that some of them keep pictures of Hindu gods and goddesses in their houses and offer prayers to them. When they visit Port Blair and other places, they are seen attending local fairs and festivals and also visiting some Hindu temples. In 1961 census of their total population of 19 persons, 13 were Christians while 2 were Buddhists and 4 were the followers of indefinite beliefs. According to 1971 census, out of their total population, 4 persons were enumerated as Hindus, 1 person as a Buddhist and 19 as followers of other religions. In 1981 census, out of their total population of 42 persons, 25 were Hindus and 17 Buddhists. According to 1991 census, their population was 45, while in 2001 census, they further declined to 43 persons only.
Position of women.
The women in the community of the Great Andamanis participate in all social, economic and religious activities and enjoy the right of inheritance. They are the gatherers of fuel, fodder, roots, tubers and honey and wood. They observe taboos on certain food items and their movements during pregnancy, adolescence and death. The old and experienced ladies managed the childbirth using their indigenous knowledge. A baby, according to their culture, is named before it is born. The Great Andamanis perpetuate an elderly person's name by giving one's name to the newborn in the community. A ceremony is observed to mark the onset of adolescence for both males and females.
Culture, contact and change.
There has been an impact of modernization on the culture and life of the Great Andamanis. They have come in close contact with outsiders and have been able to adapt to the new environment to some extent. They have forgotten almost all their folk songs, folklore, art and crafts related to hunting and food gathering activities. One of their professions, namely the basketry handicrafts, still exists today. It is also observed that the Great Andamanis maintain a harmonious relationship with the government officials at their settlement in Strait Island, who are posted to look after them. They earn their living by selling coconut, fish, honey and seashells to the Bengali and the local born communities residing in the nearby islands. Sometimes they are seen participating in certain public functions organized by the Andaman and Nicobar administration and the settlers. They are said to have marriage relations with the Burmese settlers earlier. They now seem to be politically conscious and take part in the elections. The entire community of the Great Andamanis lives in a permanent settlement provided by the Andaman and Nicobar administration. The government has provided them with concrete houses and electricity. The settlement includes a community hall, nursery, dispensary, well, cooperative store and other facilities. The ferry launch service connects the Strait Island to Port Blair and Rangat. The Great Andamanis seem to be positive about the development projects initiated by the government. They are the beneficiaries of the facilities of formal and non-formal education.
Let us conclude.
This video was about the Great Andamanis of the Strait Island, who are the first of the 5 tribes to be discussed in the 3-part series. In order to situate the present block and within that Unit 1 in its proper context, first of all, some general information is given about the land, its people, history, and general socio-economic and political life in the islands. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are classified as an India outside India, but one which is as much a part of India as any other. The scholars and anthropologists are not clear about the background of the main tribes of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, namely the Great Andamanis, the Onges, the Jarwa, the Shompen and the Sentinelese. The British had conceived of an idea of maintaining a penal settlement for Indian criminal convicts far away from their motherland across the seas. During the freedom struggle of India, the journalists with seditious writings and the revolutionary convicts were imprisoned in the cellular jail. The Great Andamanis have been rehabilitated in a small island named Strait Island. They were once the largest in population amongst the various tribes inhabiting the Andaman Islands. The Great Andamanis are said to have their major encounter with outsiders in the 18th century. They had their own way of life, culture, social organization, religious practices and so on. They have their own attitude towards women, different from non-tribal groups. In spite of their distinct culture and worldview, the Great Andamanis are now fast changing due to the impact of modernity. They now maintain a harmonious relationship with the government officials at their settlement in Strait Island, who are posted to look after them. They also seem to be politically conscious and take part in the elections. Thank you.